Ashes in the bathroom, ashes upon the walls. 'Cause God hates all the sinners and puts us in lock holes.
Rebel element showing off, sir. I think we better...
Deprive them of their audience.
Blood, Wiley, Gordon, you're on report.
If we're forced to live like animals, they can't complain when we act like it, can they?
Crystal, please, why don't we go somewhere quiet, somewhere we can talk?
You? You're just a screw in a different uniform. Put here to keep us in line. Keep believing in God, girls, then you won't see how shit life really is.
I know things have been difficult lately, but God is here in your hour of need.
So where was he for Baxter? And my friend Zandra? And for all the other women suffering in places like this?
Tell him, Chris.
Or is your God not for people like us? Is that it? Well, if he don't want us, we don't want him.
Stop that now, Gordon.
Give that here. Go on. Shit, man. It's Maxie.
What was she doing under there? In a bin bag? Somebody tell me! Because I've got to talk to her. I've got to tell her I'm sorry, Al. Why didn't you
Get
tell
her
me
in a
what
cell and
happened?
stay with her. I'll get a nurse along to sedate her.
Yes, miss.
Sister! Why didn't anyone say? I could have helped her. I just didn't know.
Choked herself. I wouldn't have thought it was possible.
Nick her elastic, pen tops, sunny pads, kill themselves on fresh air if they could. Anyway, that's the end of Crystal Gordon's privileges.
I've never had a death in custody. Not once.
Good job I had my thinking cap on, or the inspectors might have found her.
Stuffing a body under the altar was the best you could come up with.
Worked, didn't it?
Tell the hospital I want their report as soon as possible.
Sir, is the police coming in then?
Of course. And there'll be a full internal inquiry as to how and why it happened.
No, not about Maxie, about Lennox, my baby.
Hey?
I found the number off that newspaper. Told him it's me as his mum.
You did what?
20 years as an army chaplain. Look at me.
Nothing prepares you for what goes on in prison. Are you sure you're all right?
I think I'm supposed to be comforting you.
Still ministering, Reverend?
I was just thanking Barbara for all her help today.
In the University of Crime, this one's our resident high flyer.
I deal with the women in here as Christians, not criminals.
Wasn't so Christian when she murdered her husband, was she? If you've any thoughts of going native, Vicar, you'd do well to remember. They're all locked up for very good reason.
Wherever she is, it's got to be better than this place.
You said heaven don't exist.
Yeah, well, that's just what I believe.
She's nowhere then, is she? Just gone. And I never got to tell her I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, keeping your mouth shut's the best thing you can do right now.
If she hasn't to be in the crap out of her, she might not have done it.
We don't know why she done it, Tina.
I do! It's because you all picked on her and she couldn't take it no more. I'm gonna tell the screw.
It was Maxie who pulled out a knife and she would have killed Shaz with it, I know. So you say anything about that fight, and there'll be another dead Purvis on this wing.
Camden police are coming to take Bookie Lester's statement at lunchtime. Hope you can deal with the outcome. Right. Maxie Purvis's autopsy report, confirming suicide by ingesting tissue paper. But they also found substantial bruising on the body.
Probably down to Sylvia's careful handling of the situation.
Sustained before she died. Meaning Maxie got one hell of a kicking first. And until we find out from whom, I want an immediate lockdown. That means now.
Come on, let's get on with it.
Jim, that other matter we discussed. Any further thoughts?
I'll let you know.
Soon as then.
Everyone hated her. Why are you picking on me?
We're looking for someone in particular. Maybe someone was bullying her.
Me bullying her?
Nobody's pointing the finger, Shaz.
I know my rights. If you want to ask any more questions, you better get my briefing here.
Any ideas on who gave Maxie Purvis a good kicking?
Not me.
And I suppose you heard nothing, saw nothing?
Are you psychic, Mr. Fenner?
They're going to find out about the fight. Jesus, I knew they would.
Like you mums know knob and everything, don't you?
What if they find out you were involved, Cassie?
Well, tell them you were there with me, shall I? Seeing as you try and get in on every other thing I'm into. I mean, my lifestyle, my crime. Don't kid yourself, you can pull my women, though.
Oh, for God's sake.
Because you don't stand a chance with Yvonne.
Well, I sure as hell know you don't, Cassie, because I've asked her.
What? What have you said to her?
You could bend body back your way before you'll win, Yvonne. I'm not racing you to her bloody bed. And when she slaps your stupid face, don't come running back to me.
Definitely charge her, do you? Spooky. You're right. Bollocks if that's what comes of this. Karen?
You know, not one of us picked up on Maxie's situation. I mean, what does that say? We should know exactly what goes on here. Anything else is a failure of policy. I mean, management should...
Sorry? Just don't let it get to you. Sylvia's in charge now.
Yeah, and whose fault's that?
Well, I blame Grayling. Every which way.
Jesus. I'd have stayed in bloody nursing if I wanted to see people left to die. Mark, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you come over tonight? Bring a bottle of wine? Or even throw something in the microwave? Eh?
Someone must know something.
Well, if they do, they're not telling. Honour amongst thieves and all that.
I thought I had a grip on what goes on in this place. I want a result on this one, Sylvia. So consider it your last chance to rise to your role.
Yes, sir.
And tomorrow, I've agreed Tina Purvis is compassionate to go to the funeral. If you can sort her an escort. Jim, come in.
Okay, do it. Get Mark Waddle off my patch.
They wasn't even bothered, just filling out their forms.
And what did you want them to do? Put you on another charge?
I thought they'd tell me how I was doing.
It's only social services will know where he is. I told you that, Bookie. And you told me you keep it a secret.
I just thought maybe...
What, that was conning you? You've conned me.